So, you've decided it's time to get in shape. Awesome. But then you go online and it's just a hurricane of crazy, conflicting advice, right? It's overwhelming. So where do you even start? Well, that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to cut through all that noise and build a super simple roadmap to get you started on your fitness journey today.
All right, let's start with a bit of a reality check. This number might actually shock you. According to the American Heart Association, almost 80%, 80% of adults in the US just don't get the recommended amount of exercise. That's a massive number. And honestly, it's setting a lot of people up for a whole host of health issues down the road.
But here's the thing, and this is the important part. You don't have to be a statistic. The good news is this isn't about being perfect overnight. It's really just about taking that one single first step. And that's exactly what we're here for, to make that first step super clear.
And this quote, this just nails the mindset we need to have. Working out isn't a punishment, it's a blessing. I love that, because it's not some chore you have to suffer through, you know? It's an opportunity. It's a chance to build a stronger, healthier, more capable you.
Okay, so before we even touch the how-to stuff, we have to get really clear on the why. Because look, understanding the incredible rewards, that's the fuel. That's what's going to keep you going on those days when your motivation just isn't there.
And trust me, the benefits they're staggering. We're not just talking about looking better. We're talking about seriously reducing your risk for major health problems. We're talking about literally boosting your brain function. More oxygen, more clarity. It can improve your mental and emotional health, sometimes as effectively as medication. Plus, it builds this rock-solid discipline and a kind of confidence that just seeps into every other part of your life.
All right, so hopefully you're sold on the why. Now comes the fun part. The first big decision you get to make. What's your style? What kind of training is actually right for you? Let's look at two main paths you can take.
First up, we have calisthenics. I want you to think of this as raw, almost primal training. Your body is the gym. You don't need anything else. You're just using your own body weight and the force of gravity to build that real-world, functional, athletic kind of strength.
And then, of course, there's the gym. This is that structured environment we all know. Here, you're using external weights, the barbells, dumbbells, all the machines, to basically engineer your body, isolating specific muscles to make them grow.
Look, both of these can get you absolutely incredible results. No question about it. But they're different. They excel at different things. So, what's the right fit for your personal goals and your lifestyle? Let's really break it down.
Let's start with the most obvious one, cost. And honestly, calisthenics just blows the gym out of the water here. It's basically free. Your gym can be your living room, a park, literally anywhere you are. The gym, on the other hand, well, it comes with those monthly membership fees, and they can definitely add up.
But when it comes to being a total beginner, this is where the gym really shines. Think about it. With calisthenics, you're kind of jumping into the game on hard mode. You have to lift your entire body weight from day one. That's tough. The gym, though, it's like beginner heaven. You can pick up a super light dumbbell and just slowly, safely work your way up.
This brings us to the most important question. What is your primary goal? If you want to master control over your own body, to build that functional strength that helps you move through life, moving like an athlete, then calisthenics is your go-to. But if your number one goal is building maximum muscle size, getting that classic sculpted physique, well, the gym is the undisputed king for that. Okay, enough talk, enough theory. You've weighed the options. Now it's time to actually do something. It's time to turn that decision into action. So let's talk about exactly how you can do your very first workout right now. I think this is the question that stops most people cold. You feel like you need some kind of perfect, complicated plan to even start. But I'm here to tell you, you don't. The answer is actually incredibly simple. You can literally start today, right where you are, with just 3 foundational moves. First, squats for your legs. Second, push-ups for your upper body. And hey, if you can't do a full one, knee push-ups are a perfect way to start. No shame in that game. And third, planks, to build a rock-solid core. That's it. That's the foundation for everything.
And you know what? If even that feels like a lot right now, let's make it even simpler. Let's lower the barrier to entry to absolute zero. The easiest, most accessible, and honestly, one of the most powerful ways to start your fitness journey is to just walk.
Seriously, do not underestimate the power of walking. There's a great quote that says, "Walking is medicine." And it's so true. It gets your heart going, gets your lungs working, and gets that blood circulating all through your body. It is a profoundly effective form of exercise.
Okay, so starting is one thing,
That's the first hurdle. But making this a part of your life, for life, that's the real game. And the secret isn't some magic exercise or a crazy diet. It's a really simple principle and a powerful mindset.
And here it is. This is the engine that drives all progress in fitness. It's called progressive overload. All it means is that to keep getting stronger, you have to find ways to gradually increase the challenge over time. That's it. Maybe it's one more rep. Maybe it's adding just a tiny bit more weight, or trying a slightly harder version of an exercise. That's the secret sauce, right there.
And this all boils down to 3 key ideas that make it a lifelong journey. First, discipline. That's just making the decision to do what you need to do to hit your goals. Second, consistency. This is the big one. It's about showing up for yourself, even and especially on the days you don't feel like it. And finally, progression. That's just taking that idea of progressive overload and applying it forever. Look, this journey isn't just about how you're going to look or feel next week. This is an investment. It's an investment in the person you're going to be years, even decades from now. And I promise you, your future self is going to thank you for it. So, the only question left is, are you ready to start?